Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My respected brothers and sisters in Islam. This is the part 3 of Islamic law perspective about cryptocurrency by Dr. Alaro. Try to watch the video to an end. And having done that, don't forget to subscribe by clicking subscribe button, comment, like, and also share it to many other Muslims so that everybody benefited from it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
But I must assure you that Bitcoin is actually a perfect representation of all other cryptocurrencies. They are similar to Bitcoin in most of the characteristics and features. So if you understand the rule of Sharia on Bitcoin, we can equally transfer same to other cryptocurrencies.
Which slide should I move to, sir? We're on slide 6. Which slide should I move it to?
6 now. We are on 6 now.
6. Okay, all right, sir.
Features of cryptocurrencies, we move quickly on that one. From the foregoing, at least from what I've explained so far, the definitions, the explanation about what is a virtual currency, a cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, we can deduce the following pieces of information. 1, cryptocurrencies are digital, fully electronic. There's no paper. Unlike fiat money that you can have both electronic and paper money. You can have your electronic money stored in your ATM card, or in your credit card, in your debit card. So it's possible for fiat money to be in both forms. But as far as cryptocurrencies are concerned, they can only be digital, fully electronic. Number 2, cryptocurrencies are private. They are not issued by any government or any constituted authority. The narrative is changing gradually now. Like I told you, Bahrain has announced that it is going to issue its own Sharia-compliant cryptocurrency. And I think some other countries are thinking in that direction too. But as far as we know, up till today, of all these cryptocurrencies that are in hundreds, none of them is issued, or most of them are not issued by government. Especially, like I told you, we shall be focusing on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has no any authority behind it, no government, no constituted authority behind the creation and the invention and even the trading or investment in Bitcoin as the most important cryptocurrency. Characteristic number 3, no intrinsic value. We've said that one. Commodity money has intrinsic value. Fiat money is similar to cryptocurrency in the sense that the two of them have no intrinsic value. Feature number, is it 4 or 5 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, number 5. No physical existence. Like I told you, you can only see a big B as a symbol for a Bitcoin, but you will never see any Bitcoin being held anywhere in the world. Nobody can claim that what I'm holding is a Bitcoin unit. No physical existence whatsoever. And feature number 6, which is very, very important, and it will be part of what we shall consider to arrive at the Sharia ruling on cryptocurrency, the anonymity in cryptocurrency. You see, it is possible to send, receive cryptocurrencies without giving any personally identifying information. You can hide your identity. You sell and buy in millions, in billions, and nobody will know who you are. Whether you are a responsible member of the society or even whether you are a criminal in the society. The cryptocurrency world gives you that liberty of hiding your identity. And this is one of the very important features or characteristics of cryptocurrencies. The next slide, slide number 7. The types of cryptocurrency, we won't waste time on that one. Principally, there are 2 types. There is what we call altcoins. Altcoins means alternative coins to Bitcoin. Like I told you, Bitcoin was the first to be invented. But other people, other engineers benefited from the same mechanism from the same protocol used by the inventor of Bitcoin to also come up with something that can serve as alternatives to, with things that can serve as alternatives to Bitcoin. And those ones are known as altcoins. The other type of cryptocurrencies is what we call tokens. Tokens, unlike, okay, we can, okay, let's go to the next slide so that I can give you examples of the two to make it clear. Are we on that slide, slide number 8?
Yes, we're on slide number 8.
Yes, I've already explained the first line. They are mere alternatives to Bitcoin. That is the meaning of altcoins, alternative coins. Some examples of the altcoins in circulation today are, we have Namecoin, we have Peercoin, we have Litecoin, and the rest of them. You see, all these altcoins, they are based on the same protocol, the same protocol of Bitcoin. But we have beginning to see other altcoins, alternative coins to Bitcoin also using the different protocol. And the examples of these ones, this one include, I've given examples here. Yes, the Ethereum that I said earlier on is a good example of that one. It's an altcoin, but not using the same protocol as Bitcoin protocol. We have Ripple, we have Omni, we have BitShares, we have Neo, we have Waves, and we have Counterparty. All these are examples of altcoins not using the Bitcoin protocols. The next slide, let's talk about tokens, the second major division, major type of cryptocurrencies. Simply put, tokens are just representation of an asset. It can even represent another cryptocurrency. It can even represent a fiat money. It can represent anything. It's a mere representation of any particular asset or utilities. And the most important thing I will want you to note here on this page, please, let's go to the last point on that page. It's what is important here to us, is that the majority of coins in existence today are actually tokens. They are not coins. They are not altcoins. They are not coins. Majority of what we have in circulation today, that I said they are in hundreds, more than 80% of them are mere representations of another asset. Those assets, yes, can even be other cryptocurrencies. So what we have in circulation today, more than 80% are actually tokens, but not coins. But they qualified as well to be called cryptocurrencies. The next slide. The next slide. We are moving gradually because you see in Sharia, Mr. Moderator.
Yes, sir.
We cannot just begin to say this is what Sharia says unless we have a perfect or near perfect understanding of the substance. So please understand what I'm doing. I'm still going to talk extensively about the Sharia ruling, the Sharia perspective. But we don't do that in Sharia. We must have understood clearly enough an issue before we pronounce on whether it is halal or haram. But we are almost moving, we are almost there. We are very close to where we shall begin to talk about Sharia. But these are also very, very important. Without our understanding of all this, what I will tell you of Sharia issue will just be like something that is a code that you will need to decode. And I don't want that one to happen in this lecture.
Understood.
Now, pardon?
Understood. Well understood.
Historical development. This is very, very important. I told you in the introductory part that we have had commodity money for centuries. We have also had fiat money, if not for century, but close to at least half of a century now, especially fiat money that have no intrinsic value, beginning from the 70s of the last century. But do you know that the entire age, lifespan, the entire age of cryptocurrencies that all of the world are just talking about, all over the world, people are just talking about, It's not even up to 15 years. Not even up to 15 years. And this is the historical development. It was in 2008 that Bitcoin as the first cryptocurrency was invented. It was in 2008, and it was invented by an unknown person. Please underline that one. This is also part of what we shall consider to know the Sharia stand, the Sharia position on cryptocurrency. We don't even know up till today the true identity of the creator or inventor of cryptocurrency. It was released under a fake name or pseudonym, Satoshi Nakamoto. But with all the technology, with all the advancement in the world of looking at people's identity, no country in the world has been able to know who exactly was this Satoshi Nakamoto up till today. So he was the inventor. He was communicating with people on the internet, discussing the protocols, the technology that led into his discovery of this new currency. But what I want you to note here is that even the inventor himself is not known up till today, but the name is known. The name is Satoshi Nakamoto. In fact, some people believe that Satoshi Nakamoto may not be the name of a single individual. It may be a name of a group of people, but that is apart. Let's move on. It was invented in 2008. That's how many years ago, Mr. Moderator? I said less than 15, but let's be precise. So this 2021, 2008 to 2021.
That's 13 years.
That's just how many years? 13 years.
13 years. Yes,
precisely 13 years, yes. So 13 years ago. The invention came in 2008, but the technology was not released until 2009. It began the invention in 2008, but released to the public first in 2009 as an open source software. The next stage of development in cryptocurrency is when was the first cryptocurrency successively transferred from somebody to another. You know, Satoshi Nakamoto invented it, released it as a software, but at a particular point, when did we begin to see that a Bitcoin moves from one person to another? That also happened in 2009. The first ever Bitcoin was transferred from Nakamoto himself to another engineer. That one is known, it's now late. Hal Finney, a citizen of the United States of America, is now late, was the first person to receive that digital currency on the internet successively from Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009. But the biggest development in cryptocurrency and in Bitcoin precisely happened in 2010. You know, when they were still transferring, Nakamoto transferring Bitcoin to Hal Finney, there was no commercial transaction. Nothing was bought, nothing was sold. But in 2010, through the same technology, using the same blockchain technology that was invented by Nakamoto, another man with the name Laszlo Anyech, I don't know whether it is correctly pronounced, it's not an English nor Arabic name. Those are the two languages that I'm familiar with. But it's on the screen. Laszlo Anyech bought 2 pizzas in 2010 and he paid 10,000 Bitcoin. 10,000 Bitcoin for those two pizzas. Moderator, I know you are in Saudi Arabia. Pizzas are very popular over there. I think the cost of 2 pizzas in Saudi today must be between maybe 10 to 20. It can be more than that. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay. So, but imagine for him to be able to purchase just 2 pizzas in those days, he paid 10,000 Bitcoins. Do you know, practically, let us analyze that one. If 2 pizzas will cost 10 US dollars. It should be around that range. Now, even in the US, around $10 will buy you 2 pizzas. If $10,000, 10,000 Bitcoins were paid to get 2, it means 5,000 went for a pizza. Are you getting me?
Yes.
It means 5,000 each for a pizza. And a pizza costs just $5. What that implies is that he paid 1,000 Bitcoin for just 1 US dollar. That is the implication. If he paid, and that is exactly what happened, he paid 5,000 Bitcoins for just 1 pizza. And let us assume that is the range. You can, with your US dollars, 5 US dollars, you can buy pizza. It means 5,000 went for a pizza. It means 1,000 Bitcoin was equivalent to just one US dollar. I'm not saying 1,000, just 1 US dollar was worth 10,000 Bitcoin. But look at what we have today. The reverse is the case now. 1 Bitcoin is equal to 55,000 US dollars. Not even 1,000, not even 2,000. So you can see the phenomenal growth in the wealth and in the market of cryptocurrency. And with this, you will understand why it will be difficult to just tell people don't go and trade in cryptocurrency. If something can move at such a phenomenal rate from just being 1,000 Bitcoin to 1 US dollar, and within a short period of just 13 years, it becomes 1 Bitcoin, not 10,000, not 1,000, just 1, is equal to 55,000 US dollars today. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. So the last statement, I think I've talked about that one. Nakamoto's identity, real name, and even nationality remain unknown up till today. Although in some of his communications with people before 2010, he claimed to be a Japanese, but people are doubting that today. Because how could a Japanese come up with a currency, a cryptocurrency?
I think your voice is gone, or is it me?
You can't hear me again?
We can still follow you, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
I said his identity, real name, and even nationality, they are all in doubt. He claimed to be Japanese, but people are even pointing at some elements of doubt in that one because he invented the cryptocurrency and gave it a symbol, not in a Japanese
If you're hearing
letter.
us, I think your voice is gone.
Hello?
Dr. Maruf, I think it's from your side. I can still hear proof. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Can I continue?
So his identity, you are talking about his identity.
Yes, I said he claimed to be a Japanese, and the name sounds like a Japanese name, but people are doubting even that one by saying, how come he did not give a Japanese letter to be the symbol of that cryptocurrency, but use actually a Latin letter, a big B, to be the representation or symbol of the cryptocurrency that he invented. Anyway, by the way, what is most important at this point is to note that Nakamoto, whether he was a single individual or a group of people, disappeared since December 2010. Nobody has of him or her or them up till today from December 2010. And that should be a major source of concern economically, legally, and even Sharia-wise.
Thanks for watching the video to an end. Kindly subscribe by clicking the subscribe button and ring the bell. Like, comment, and share to all Muslims in the world. Assalamu alaikum.